What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Will, and I'm here to give my quick review for John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum. This is the third in the John Wick series, and it picks up right after the events of the second John Wick movie. This stars, excuse me, stars Keanu Reeves, Ian McShane, Halle Berry, Lawrence Fishburne, and like I said, this is the third in the franchise. This picks up immediately after the events of John Wick Chapter 2, where John has been excommunicated from the Assassin's Guild because he murdered a member of the High Table of Assassins, the people who run the Continentals and whole nine yards. This franchise started off very simple, where it was just a man mourning the death of his wife, had a puppy, the puppy was murdered by a douchebag, and he killed the douchebag. So that's how the series began, and over the course of the last two movies, it has fleshed out the world of the Assassins, the Continental, the High Table, all these crazy stuff, lore galore. This is a great movie. I really did enjoy this one. It fleshed out the story even further. As I stated at the beginning, this does take place immediately after the events of John Wick Chapter 2, where he doesn't murder a member of the High Table. John has been excommunicated. He is on the run, and he's trying to escape New York when there is a lot of money on his head and everybody's coming for him. The franchise as a whole has been completely stellar when it comes to the action and the set pieces, the choreography of the fights. Keanu Reeves is a treasure. He's a treasure. I mean, I love his performance as John Wick. We get to see more of his backstory. We get to understand more of where he came from and who he is and what his new goal is to basically continue to live for love. And his performance is great. I loved it. I thought he did a bang-up job in the movie. I really love Halle Berry's character and her army of dogs, which is kind of weird, but it's so cool in the fight sequences how they use the dogs to help. It's kind of like a weird twist on, like, when you look at the first movie, how the animal was very innocent, and in this one they're ripping off guys' testicles. I'm kind of on a tangent here, but overall I do really love John Wick Chapter 3. Again, the story has kind of evolved over the course of the last two movies, and more so in this one. You get more of the lore of the Continental, the dealings of the High Table, and the rules and different things like that, which are good and kind of interesting to get involved in, but it doesn't take away from this very fast-paced, very action-heavy movie that from beginning to end, it's just non-stop action, which for me, I enjoyed it very much. It does leave itself open for a sequel. I'm not going to say what happens at the end, but there is a twist, and that twist does lead toward Chapter 4, which will very much be ramped up even higher because of events that took place at the end of this movie. There's really not a lot of negatives I have about the movie. I liked a lot of the humor in it. The John Wick movies have a very dry sense of humor, and it's probably all thanks to Keanu Reeves' acting. It's very much, he's always very like middle tone in his voice and his inflections, and the jokes come from there as well. There's kind of there is a little joke that I will kind of spoil. There is a scene where one of Halle Berry's dogs gets shot, but the dog survives, and she goes on like a killing spree. And John tries to calm her down because she was like, he shot my dog, and he was like, I get it. This whole thing started because his poor little puppy got murdered. Overall, John Wick Chapter 3, it's a bang-up movie. It's a nice mid-budget action movie. It's 2 hours of just guns blazing and guys getting stabbed and bullets flying, a whole nine yards. This isn't really a very in-depth review. I do apologize, but again, it's an action movie. It's kind of like Fast and the Furious before it got super crazy. It's right at the precipice of getting super crazy, and now it's going to probably take off in Chapter 4 and get even more crazy. I just hope it doesn't get too crazy where it loses some of the groundedness that I really love about the franchise, and a lot of the hand-to-hand and the beautifully choreographed fight sequences and action set pieces that you wouldn't expect from any other franchise besides this one, in my opinion. You might expect it in Mission Impossible, but Mission Impossible gets into the twists and the turns and stuff like that, which this movie doesn't get too heavily into that. Like I said, there is a twist at the end, but overall, it is a straightforward action movie. Keanu Reeves is freaking charming, and Halle Berry is very much a standout for me in this movie. I didn't think she could hang in some of the heavier action set pieces, but she really kills it, and I was actually very impressed. So I do recommend John Wick Chapter 3. By all means, go check it out in theaters. If you need a break from the Avengers and the Detective Pikachu before you get to the Aladdins and Toy Stories and the Godzillas and stuff, this is a really quick 2-hour movie. You don't feel like it's dragging, and it's just a lot of fun. So I say go check it out. John Wick Chapter 3 Parabellum. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Comment down below. All that fun jazz. I'm behind on a couple videos. It's been a crazy week or two. I'm hoping to knock a few other things out, but I do appreciate you guys watching this video, and as always, I'll catch you next time. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video, and you made it all the way to the end. Aren't you special? If you did like this video, if you don't mind, give me a thumbs up on the description. As well, if you click on my face right over here, you can actually subscribe to the channel for more videos. And if you've got a few minutes, why don't you check out a video or two that are floating on the side right here. Later.